Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the Andy and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon Channel. It's Andy O'Reilly, that good-looking devil over there. Hey, look at you.
My eyebrows.
Look at you. You're looking good today. How's your hair? Oh, yeah, missing. Oh, it's funny because you're balding. See? Where his eye just said, I can't afford haircuts no more. I'm shaving my head. But I'm not balding. See?
You pick on me about
my hair right there. And you know what? This is something, look there. This is something we could never do on the radio. Look at. Do you see any pattern of baldness back in there?
And it's a complete waste.
None. No, it's perfect. Look at that haircut. Chicks dig it. Got that whole bad look going on, that whole Yul Brenner thing. You know, I'm kind of like, whoa, like that. That's what it is,
Yul
man.
Brenner. Nice reference.
If I get a little hoop earring, I could be Mr. Clean.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be swell.
Speaking of Mr. Clean, guess who's coming home tomorrow?
Cindy?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
It is time to get the garbage out of the house, get the laundry did, maybe run the vacuum around.
How nasty is your house right now?
It's not. It's not.
Really?
No, it's not that it's dirty at all. Because you know me, I'm a little nitpicky when it comes to cleanliness. You know.
Right.
But let's just say there may be evidence in the trash of Klondike bars and pie and candy bars
and more pie
and more pie.
Some cake.
Maybe a cake.
Yeah.
All those wrappers have to get out of here before tomorrow morning at 10. So, want to make 20 bucks?
She gets on you about your eating?
Huh?
She gets on you about junk food?
No. Come on, dude. I'm a man's man. Do you think that I would tolerate that kind of stuff here at the house?
Right.
You know, I eat what I want, and that's kind of how it works, right?
Yeah, and where does it all go? I can't. Seriously.
Well,
I don't rip on you about your eating disorder.
Yeah.
You know, your obvious anorexia. I don't. Turn sideways for a second. Where'd Andy go? Oh my God, he disappeared.
It's like, it's, I know. I have to run around in the shower to get wet.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What are we talking today, news?
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. You know,
Really?
Of course, you got the chemical weapons in Syria. You've got North Korea doing North Korea things. But a story that kind of slipped through the cracks I wanted to get into is a New Jersey teen has pled guilty in a plot to kill Pope Francis.
What?
Back in 2015. That's right. 17-year-old Santos Colon apparently tried to hire a sniper to shoot Pope Francis during a mass in Philadelphia that year. Colon issued his plea earlier this week that included attempting to provide material support to terrorists. ISIS-inspired plot involved setting off bombs in Philadelphia between June 30th and August 14th of 2015. This is what's crazy to me. He faces up to 15 years in prison. That's it.
That's it.
This wasn't some kid who just, you know, he got involved with the wrong crowd.
Right.
I mean, that happens to every teenager. You fall in with the wrong group of people, you hook up with ISIS, and you attempt to assassinate the leader of the Catholic Church.
The Pope. And I got to be honest with you, I don't think this is the Pope you want to shoot.
No.
I you know what? I'm like you, kind of a recovering Catholic, and Catholic light, if you will. And this is a good guy. I cannot come up with a single instance since Pope Francis came in that I haven't pretty much agreed with all of his viewpoints.
And like you, a former bouncer.
Right. See? We got that going on, too. We were talking about the bouncer days a couple of days ago with some friends. God. $6 an hour to get pummeled.
Well, you did most of the pummeling.
Well, I did my fair share, but I did a good job talking people out of stuff, too.
Yeah.
You know, but, yeah, $6 an hour back then.
Do you have any residual scars?
Not from that.
Abrasions?
No, not from the bouncer days.
Mental anguish?
No, some pretty good stories, though. One time, all of us, we were working at the Orbit Room, and we decided to get drunk on New Year's Eve. The entire staff of the bar, all of them, bartenders, bouncers, everybody was out on the dance floor just whooping it up.
Yeah.
The manager let it all go until after we closed, and then he forced us to stay there and clean until 7 a.m.
Oh, my God.
We were cleaning up pee. We were cleaning up puke. Everybody was hungover and awful feeling. At about 7:30, he goes, "Okay, I think you guys all understand. Have a nice morning."
Right.
Oh,
God.
those were the
Hey,
days.
speaking of drunks, a South Carolina police officer has been fired after being charged with drunk driving while driving his patrol car.
Oh, my God.
Lamar Police Chief Jason Cheney says a disciplinary board voted to fire 50-year-old Jerry J. Russell on Monday, 3 days after his arrest. Russell appeared drunk while responding to a report of a dog bite.
You know, okay, the guy was drunk at work, but if you're 50 and you're pulling that kind of stuff, you've got an honest problem.
Well, obviously.
And
but
you
I'm-
hate to see anybody lose their job, but you know what? At what point do you say, look, pal, you need help? Beat it.
I think if you're a cop and you're drunk
Yeah.
and you're responding to a call, that might be the cutoff point. I mean, I'm not an expert on the drunken disorderlies, but
Yes, you are.
well, I've been drunk, but I was rarely disorderly. I was fun. I wasn't the type of fellow that got into fisticuffs.
I'd say you standing there thinking you're 23 again, surfing for the chicks. I'd call
Sure,
that
okay.
disorderly. I would.
This is. I'm going to illustrate how you and I affect the news now.
Let's do
We
it,
were
okay.
just discussing this yesterday.
Is it the big intro thing that we have, or is it the actual reports?
It's the actual report. Like we were discussing casinos yesterday.
Yes.
Boom. Pops up in the news. The Little River Band's proposed casino development in Fruitport is being considered by the federal government. Before the casino can be built, the U.S. Department of Interior must agree to take 60 acres of the land at the former Great Lakes Downs racetrack site into trust for the casino. The other parts of the project will not require federal funding. Still unknown when a final decision will be made on the casino's tribal application. Now, something like this goes down in Fruitport. How does that impact the city of Muskegon?
Easily.
say?
Fruitport, what are we, 8 miles away from
Yeah.
the casino? It's about 8 miles from the casino to downtown. And it's like we talked yesterday. When I spoke, and I'm not one of these kind of guys that goes around quoting when I spoke type things, but I think I really said something great at that meeting with the Department of the Interior over at Fruitport. And what I told them was that this is not the answer for Muskegon. It's a damn good start. It's a step in the right direction. It's going to pull people into this town, but it's incumbent upon everybody here to build on that experience. You're coming to the casino. It's going to have a small hotel, a very small hotel with it. Might have a venue for concerts and things like that, and that's fine. But you got to think about restaurants. You got to think about tourist-type shops. You got to think about, maybe a foot, just all that kind of stuff that's going to bring tourists in and go, oh, I got to see that. I got to see that. A little bit better attention paid to some of these ships that we have. I mean, those are major attractions.
Right.
The Silver Sides, the LST, things like that. You got to get people down there to see those things. And like I said, the casino is not the answer, but it's a step in the right direction, and it's got to be built upon. It really does.
Absolutely. Well, once again, you and I talk about it. Boom, it's back in the news again.
That's how it works.
Influencing people. It's what we do.
It's what we do.
How we roll.
We kind of keep you in the loop.
All right. Now, Andy, this next story right up your alley. I think this is something you could get involved with.
Okay?
All right. The Muskegon Area Intermediate School District is looking for candidates to fill 2 seats on the
Yes.
Board of Education. Board members will cast their ballots on June 5th. Anyone interested must deliver an affidavit of identity, a petition signed by 40 electors, or a non-refundable fee of $100 to the clerk's office by May 8th. Now, you are involved in the rough and tumble business of politics right now.
In Roosevelt Park, yes.
I know you're not the most educated man,
Well, no.
but
Thank you.
we got to start thinking outside the box when it comes to education.
Right.
So, hey, I've got, I've had some difficulties financially as far as gambling goes. I still have $3
Wow.
towards your $100 fee to get on the board, start cracking some educational skulls.
That's right.
Get things moving in the right direction. Once again, outside the box thinking. What do you say?
I don't know that I want to be on the school board of education. I think it's a great organization. There's great people running it. But honestly, I've just got a lot going on right now, and if I can't really do it and do it right with 100%, I don't want to do it. I have been on curriculum panels for like the marketing department through the ISD, and every year I speak there about the media development and how things have gone. So I do what I can to be as involved, but the board, no, I don't want to do it right now.
I'm not an expert on politics, but I've seen all the episodes of The West Wing.
Yep.
I just finished season 1 of House of Cards.
Yep.
I know, there's got to be moving, shaking, palms got to be greased.
That's kind of how it works, man. But I just don't have the time at the moment to do it right. I wish I did. Believe me, man. If I
Think
could
of the children.
Huh?
Think of the children is what I'm saying.
Think of the children. Think about my wife and daughter who both teach in the district. Get
What
in
is
there,
that
plow
too?
the field, make their life easy. Kid talks in class, he's expelled. Kid lips off, gone. Hey, Betsy DeVos, we got another school of choice kid for you. He got his pie hole off at school today.
He made the wrong choice. Now he's got to go to a different school.
That's right.
All right, sports. Tigers won their opener against the White Sox 6-3. Cubs over St. Louis 2-1. Lumberjacks, of course, off until Friday at Chicago. And now that they're in the playoffs, though, you get to make a little extra cashola, don't you?
Actually, it's not game by game anymore. They put me on
What?
Yeah, I know. I took on a lot more responsibilities, so I just didn't get paid for the game night type thing. But great second season coming up. Did you see the highlights of the Red Wings game the other night? That Svechnikov goal?
Well, yeah, we talked about that yesterday.
That's his brother that plays here.
I know.
Can you imagine? Let's just say, Evgeny is 20.
Mm-hmm.
Andre, who plays for the Jacks, is 17.
Right.
Let's just say in 2 years from now, can you imagine what it would be like to have two Russian key stars like that on the Red Wings again? I mean, you got to think back to the days of
the Russian
Fedorov.
five. That's
yeah,
right.
exactly. So
Fetisov, Larionov.
my fingers are kind of crossed, and I got to be honest with you, I don't know the guy from the Red Wings now, but the Svechnikov kid that plays for Muskegon, he's a good kid.
Yeah.
He's a good-natured, good-hearted kid, and he's the kind of kid you want to see succeed. He's got a couple of language barriers that he just works around.
We can get him a
happy to
translator.
Yeah, I know, right?
You can
Happy
learn
to take
Russian.
pictures with people and sign autographs whenever, and he comes from a good family, good kid.
Excellent. All right.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm done. I got nothing else.
That's it.
That was it. That was the last little sports thing. That's how we wrap this thing up.
You got to figure out a plug or something to read, because it just seems weird just saying, okay, thanks,
That's
bye.
how we usually, that's how we used to end it back in the day.
Yeah.
Now, whenever the advertisers start rolling in.
Oh, right. We got to get a couple of those.
I mean, I know you got some on the Muskegon Channel page there.
That's right. Whit Buick came along yesterday and said we'd love to be a part of this. So thank you to Whit Buick. It was a big deal. That's a 105-year-old car dealership.
Really?
They sold horse and buggies before they opened up cars. They really did. We're going to go down there soon and get a little greeting footage. They've got the old rope that they used to pull engines with still hanging from the rafters way up on top of that thing. So maybe we'll give you a little backstage thing with Whit.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be very
Right,
cool.
I still think you need to rethink the whole school board thing.
Okay.
And the education system needs Andy O'Reilly.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll give it some serious thought. Oh, hey, one more thing. Hey, you there?
Yeah.
One more thing.